Hi, welcome to the Little House Learn to Sew series. My name is Laura Ingalls Gunn. In this video, I am going to show you how to put together your PDF pattern for the Mercantile Apron. Now, the Mercantile Apron is the first pattern in the Learn to Sew series, which makes it perfect for the beginner. And it is recommended that after you purchase the pattern, you print it out using Adobe Acrobat. If you need help in learning how to print out the pattern, there is another video that shares step-by-step instructions on how to do that, and I will link to that below in the description box. So to put your PDF pattern together, you will need a pair of scissors and some tape. And it is a simple formula, almost like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. On the first row for the apron, you are going to match A to A, B to B, and C to C, so on and so forth. So I'm going to put together the first row, and then I'm going to switch into the zoom lens of the camera so you can see what I'm doing more closely. Our Mercantile Apron is the easiest pattern in the PDF series to put together, which makes it perfect for a beginner. So this is what I was mentioning earlier, that you just join together A to A, B to B, C to C. There are only 4 sheets of paper in the first line, and then for the second row, you just will join together D to D, and then E to E. Now each pattern in the series gets a little bit more advanced, and you'll find that the patterns will have more than one piece in them, which is why you will need the scissors. For this particular pattern, you will only need sewing scissors to cut out your fabric, which I will show you in the next installment. But this pattern is now finished and ready to go. The Mercantile Apron was a classic style that was worn by both men and women for centuries. It was favored by shopkeepers, butchers, farmers, and a variety of other professions. And you can make this apron out of cotton, twill, calico. It works well in a heavier weight canvas or linen. You can do a solid color, a print, whatever your heart's desire. Once you have your pattern put together, take a moment to just review some of the instructions that are on the pattern itself. For the Mercantile Apron, it says cut 1 on the fold, and then down across the bottom there is a fold line. Well, what does that mean? This is where talking about fabric comes into play. Now I have a pretty piece of vintage cotton calico, and I found this at an estate sale, and you can get low-cost fabric at estate sales, thrift stores. Don't be afraid to repurpose bed linens such as sheets, duvet covers, and curtains to get your fabric yardage. And when we are talking about putting the fabric on the fold, that simply means just to double up your fabric. And you will generally have a selvage edge on your fabric, which is a factory finished edge. And you can just join those two edges and then smooth out your fabric to get the perfect fold. And this is a good time to talk about preparing your fabric. If you are buying brand new fabric, it is a good idea to put it through the washer and dryer. That way, if the fabric shrinks, it's better that it does before you've cut out your pattern pieces, because that of course can alter the finished look of your garment. You don't want to spend special time sewing only to have the garment not fit you. Now, another way that you can find the straight of grain on a fabric is to tear along the grain line. You just take a small snip and then rip, and that will give you a perfect edge right on the grain line. Well, what does that mean? Grain line is in fabric making. You have the warp and weft threads when the fabric is being woven. And so straight of grain is what this edge is. If I folded the fabric on the diagonal, this is now on the bias or against the grain, which those are perhaps terms you have heard before. Now, straight of grain, cutting something on the straight of grain is really good for aprons, skirts, pajama bottoms, pillowcases, and cutting a piece of pattern on the diagonal is great for curved necklines, armholes. So how you position your fabric can make a big difference. So what I'm going to do right now is smooth out my fabric, reposition the camera, and then I'll point out some of the instructions on the pattern itself. And then you'll be able to then pin on your fabric and cut it out. Earlier, I was mentioning that the instructions on the Mercantile Apron say to cut one on the fold. And so I just wanted to show you that this is going to be my fold. I have doubled up my two fabrics. So it is on the straight edge on this end that you can see. And so we then just lay the pattern piece that's indicated right here. It says cut one on the fold. So we just position that edge right on the fold. And then we just simply pin the pattern piece onto the fabric. And you can use as many pins as you would like. I've also know people who use pattern weights, canned goods, books, whatever is going to keep your pattern securely on the fabric. Now also on this pattern, it indicates the side of the apron as well as the top of the apron. And that will become important when you go to sew your apron. So you may want to indicate that with another little brightly colored pin or some dressmaker's chalk. So this is securely pinned on, and then you're just going to cut along your pattern. It's very simple. Congratulations on cutting out your PDF pattern for the Mercantile Apron. You will now want to find the sewing tutorial video for the Mercantile Apron. It is on the Learn to Sew series playlist. I will also link down below in the description box. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I will get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for joining me and happy sewing.